So, over the last 5 years, I have had this privilege of talking to at least 2,000 or more than 2,000 students, handled more than 400, 500 applications for different students, recruited hundreds of students to all the different universities across the globe. And one thing I've observed, same university, same country, same course. One student smashes it, is able to, land a great job, is able to, just land a job of 75,000 pounds right out of their college. Then there is someone who has spent 1 year looking for jobs, hasn't found anything. This person is, just complaining about everything. And on the other hand, the person on the left hand side, the ones who was able to figure things out, is now planning for his life in a different way. And my business runs when you decide to study abroad. When you will go study at the university that you want to go to, the university pays us, or I will charge you for the services. That is how I get paid. That is how I, buy my bread and butter. Often it happens that when I am counseling the students and I'm talking to the students, I would say every 2 days or every one day, there is at least one student to whom I tell that you should probably not study abroad. That you should probably just drop the plan and maybe, focus on getting a job in India right now, getting some experience, maybe reconnecting after 4 or 5 years once you are at a more mature point, etc. That is when, I believe would be a right time for you to study abroad. But today in this video, I really want to talk about certain qualities that I would say you should have before you even think of studying abroad. Because it is not easy, it is not simple. While I make money by recruiting you to different universities, I don't want to put you or your family into debt or into burden that you're not able to repay your entire life, or maybe the next 10 years of your life just go into repaying that loan. Absolutely, I do not want that to happen. Anyone with some moral conscience would not want that to happen. And I'm not talking about the educational counselors that exist in your city. You know who they are and you know how crooked they can be. But at least for me, my responsibility is that whatever I'm guiding you, whatever I'm telling you, the purpose is that this whole thing becomes a great success in the grand scheme of things. That when you look at it 5 years down the line, you would say that it was the best decision of my life. So today in this video, I want to talk about certain qualities that you should have before you think about studying abroad. And these are the qualities irrespective of the country that you're going to, because right now there is no country that you can say कि हाँ अच्छा जी यूके में जॉब नहीं है तो कौन सा कनाडा में लंगर लगा हुआ है यार, कौन सा अच्छा जी यूएसए में डोनाल्ड ट्रंप बैठा है तो कौन सा जर्मनी के अंदर मोदी जी बैठे हुए हैं थाली लेकर कि आपका स्वागत करेंगे कि बच्चों नौकरियां ले लो, या कौन सा इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया और न्यूजीलैंड यू हैव लाइक millions of jobs waiting for you, or PR being distributed like laddus. No, nothing like that. Every country is going through economic uncertainties right now. Every country has tightened its immigration policies. In this time there are certain extra smart people who think that I will go to Italy or I will go to Spain कि वहाँ जाके शायद हमारा कुछ बन जाए. But anyway, that's a different story. So let's now dive into those qualities that I really feel you need to have before you finally decide about studying abroad. So let's begin with the video. Okay, so first and the foremost is going to be networking. 99% of the people who are landing jobs today, that might be an international student, that might be an immigrant, or that might be someone born and brought up here in the UK or in Canada or in US, whichever country. They are landing that job through networking. Now, before you even think about studying abroad, or while you are in that process of studying abroad, students often ask me, sir, what certifications should I get? Certifications everyone is carrying. You need to build connections. And now you might be asking me, sir, how can I build connections? How can I, you're saying build connections, but how? LinkedIn, there's no place better than LinkedIn to start doing that, right? Optimize your LinkedIn profile today. Start connecting with people in the industry. A very big mistake when students hear networking, right, what they think is, okay, I am studying at University of Manchester, let me connect with other students studying at University of Manchester. Good thing to do, good thing to make friends, but these are not the people who will eventually help you land a job, or these are not the people who will eventually help you, land that career success that you're looking for. Why? Because they are also struggling, right? So you connecting with another struggler is like two strugglers sitting together and talking about their struggles. What's going to happen with that? You will struggle more. What you need to do is identify what kind of companies do I want to work in. Okay, in each of those companies, what kind of a position can I be in after my master's or after my education, whatever level you're planning to pursue. Now connect with the people who are already working in those positions. Start connecting ASAP and connect with people one level above that. Feel confident even reaching out to managers, directors. It doesn't matter. You need to start reaching out. When you will reach out to 20 people, maybe 8 will accept your request, maybe 5 will accept your request. You will message 5 people, maybe 1 will reply. But if you will do this every day you're building one new connection. And if you meet 3 to 4 people every week on Zoom, obviously not face to face, if you meet 4 people on Zoom every week, by the end of the year you have 200 connections. And when you have 200 connections, you have 200 referrals. And when you have 200 referrals, you have 10 interviews. And when you have 10 interviews, you have 1 or 2 job offers. Let me calm down. But this is one of the formulas that I teach to my students, and I'm just putting it out in the public right now because I believe this knowledge should be with everyone. And anyway, this knowledge is like free knowledge, right? End of the day, who succeeds? The ones who put in the effort, the ones who grind their ass to actually, turn this whole plan into actionable reality. This is one. Second thing, which is you need to become a little more respectful. You need to become a little more respectful of other people's time, and you need to understand that the culture in India is very different from what the culture abroad is. I'll give an example. Many times it happens, students start working with me. We put in hours and hours of effort, draft their applications, we submit the applications, the students get the offer letters, etc. Gone, गायब. बिल्कुल स्टूडेंट गायब ही होगा, घोस्ट ही कर गया, राइट? यार बदतमीजी होती है ये ना. I mean, if you will drop me a message, right, that hey Harit, for now I have changed my plans, or hey Harit, for now I've dropped my plan, you know what it shows? It shows that you're a respectful person. And this same attitude is what you bring when you come outside of India. This is not going to take you anywhere, right? Many times students are just very casual about everything because the culture in India is very casual. But here in the West, time is very important. If you're giving someone, and if you're booking an appointment with someone, be at time. If you are, all these things build your credibility, these build your reputation, and when these things add up, that is when someone is willing to vouch for you and someone is willing to help you get that first break. But नहीं, हमारा attitude अलग है. Like, I mean, this is the story of one of my students. He was struggling to find a part-time job, and it is very important for him to work in a part-time job in order to pay his bills. He got an interview. He messaged me that, sir, interview आया है मुझे ना, but this job is around like 2 hours away. So what should I do? Right? Should I take the interview or not? I said, okay, do a thing. Get on a call with that person. Tell them that, okay, I am not up for this position because eventually this would be too far away for me. So I am sorry for, taking up your time. So just drop this email, right? And he didn't do anything. He just ghosted the interviewer itself. Now he's still struggling for jobs. Okay, I'm not here to say that he should have joined that job that's 2 hours away. It was not physically compatible for him, but it would have been nice to be respectful. And when he would have been respectful, there's a great chance that that hiring manager would have said, hey, we might have a position nearby you. Whenever I have it, I will reach out to you. As simple as that, right? So please develop better mindset, better attitude. जो वो कैजुअल सा इंडिया वाला माइंडसेट है ना, वो छोड़ाओ. वो यहाँ आके तंग करेगा यार आपको. आपकी अपनी क्रेडिबिलिटी डाउन जाएगी, आपकी अपनी रेपुटेशन गिरेगी, एंड जैसे जैसे वो गिरती जाएगी ना, कोई आपको पूछेगा नहीं. जेनुअनली कोई नहीं पूछेगा anywhere. Third, and I would say this is last but not the least, it is going to be, you need to understand one thing. Because of outsourcing, because of, cheap labor available in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, South Asia, etc., All the medium skilled to low skilled jobs are now being outsourced. If you are someone who is in, let's say, the top 70% skills, like you are better than just 30% of the people, it's going to be very hard for you to land a job in the Western countries. Why? Because that job is already being done by someone in India right now. Why would a company hire, let's say, an online administrative person for £35,000 an year in the UK versus, let's say, £5,000 in India? Why? They give me one reason why that, the company shouldn't do that when the whole job can be done online, right? You need to develop skills to the level of top 10% in whatever your niche is. If you're coming for accounting, you need to clear all your ACCA exams, 13 out of 13, so that you're able to showcase you are in the top 10%. If you're coming for finance, at least to CFA level 1 and 2. I know level 3 is hard, but at least to 1 and 2. If you're coming for, maybe to go into risk management, at least to FRM 1. FRM 1 and 2 are easy as well, but at least to FRM 1 and 2. If you're coming for cybersecurity, do certified ethical hacker, do CCNAs or CompTIA Security Plus basic level certifications. If you're coming for something related to IT and tech, do something related to infrastructure, Azure, AWS, etc. Get some good certifications. And not just that, in IT, I believe one of the best ways to land a job is anyway do competitive programming. You have to show that your technical acumen is like in the top 10%. You need to do all of that. One of my students, and now he's a friend itself, he landed a job, £90,000 an year in Manchester. He's a University of Manchester graduate itself. His videos are also on the channel. £90,000. It's not a joke. Why? He worked on his skills. He worked tremendously on his skills. I know how dedicated he is and I know how disciplined he is. He has been grinding his ass off for the last 1.5 years. There you go, £90,000, sponsored job, not even PSW. Why? Networking skills mindset. Networking skills mindset. And mind me, he's one of the most respectful dudes I've met as well. That is why he has become a very good friend now as well. So all in all, before you pack your bags, जो बड़े डेढ़ शाने बन के आते हैं ना कि चले हैं जी, यूके चले हैं पढ़ने या कनाडा चले हैं पढ़ने, बस बिना सोचे समझे रैंडम कोर्सेज लेके, बिना स्किल्स के ऊपर काम किए, बिना नेटवर्किंग की इंपॉर्टेंस समझे, तो शायद आपका ओनली करियर ऑप्शन यूट्यूब के ऊपर जाकर वीडियोस बनाना ही होगा कि जी यूके मत आओ, यहाँ जॉब्स नहीं है, कनाडा मत आओ, यहाँ जॉब्स नहीं है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया मत आओ, यहाँ जॉब्स नहीं है, न्यूजीलैंड ना हो, यहाँ जॉब्स नहीं है. वही बचेगा आपका एक लास्ट करियर ऑप्शन शायद. तो उससे अच्छा तो इंडिया ही कर लो फिर, राइट? क्यों अपना भी पैसा बर्बाद करना है, क्यों अपने घर वालों का भी पैसा बर्बाद करना है, और क्यों हम जैसों का काम भी वैसे तंग करना है, बाय द वे. So all in all, thank you very much. I hope that you liked this video. It was kind of candid, but I really wanted to put it out. It was something in my heart that if you cannot focus on these three things, no, study abroad is not for you. Let us not waste 30-40 lakh rupees of your family onto this. Maybe spend 30-40 lakh rupees to start a business in India, take a loan, do something of that sort. That would be better. But if you can network, or if you're willing to learn how to network, 2, you're ready to put in your effort to become the top 10% of whatever niche or whatever program you're getting into, and 3, you will be able to adapt to the culture. You will understand the importance of time, appointments, respect. You will understand how to talk to people. Yes, come abroad, enjoy the 10 AQI, enjoy the great quality of life, enjoy the great work-life balance, enjoy the good savings that you can, do, provided you're smart. Enjoy everything. Otherwise, I would highly recommend you're better off in India and you can enjoy there more. So thank you very much, and I hope that this video was helpful. Subscribe to the channel, keep in touch. Bye-bye. Have a lovely rest of the day.